Welcome to another 3D printing video. You're going to see a lot of fingers on this one and not much miniature, I wouldn't have thought, because we are printing 6mm squats. So I was asked to print these for somebody who was collecting squats and there were some gaps in the range and he couldn't get them or whatever. So I printed off some, that they are tiny 6mm stuff. Can we compare it to my thumbnail here? And it's like so his head's about a third of the thumbnail, and maybe his weapon's about the same size as he is. So I'm not really a big un. I didn't play 40k when squats were a thing, so I'm not really sure what squats are all about. But they are very small, but so are all epic and they do seem to have remarkably big guns. So anyway, I printed off some stuff. I thought I'd show him to you because why not? They're from Thingiverse. They're completely free. If I'm being completely honest, they're a bit blocky and low detail for me personally. But at 6mm, how much are you really going to see? They really are very, very, very small. And you put 5 of them on a base, and what can you really see? So, I'm still overexposing my base, as I said in the last video, which you can probably see a bit more here. So it's kind of, the base doesn't look as crisp as it should. A little bit flattened on the first 4 layers that I run at 20 seconds, which is probably too much. But I've told you why I do it. I do it because I'd rather have a little bit of a overexposed base than have stuff stuck on my FET that I have to clean the vat out and stuff, because that's a pain in the arse. And of course you have to reprint the miniatures. So with something like this, where it's just a one-off of me printing something, I'd rather just it work. So this one didn't need any support at all. I mean, you can't really get any easier than that, can you? I didn't mirror them because of the way their guns are so big. I didn't want the guns banging into each other on the base, so I've left them all right-handed. And this is your basic squat warrior, I guess, for want of a better word. Yeah, and I think they come in units of 9 or something. So there's 9 stands per unit and 5 of these per stand or whatever. But each of those stands has a special weapon, like a heavy bolter type affair. I think that's what this is. I mean, you can see here how blocky that heavy bolter looks and how thick it is. You do have to scale up the thickness of weapons at 6mm, otherwise they're just way too fragile and thin. So some of the old Space Marines had really big, silly heavy bolters, shoulder-mounted heavy bolters and rocket launchers and stuff. So I guess it's in keeping with that, but it really is a bit low-res in it. I mean, crikey. But it's free. It didn't need much support, just a couple underneath, I think. And yeah, at 6mm, how much are you really going to see? Maybe I'll share a picture. I'll ask the guy who I've printed them for to share a picture of them when they're painted, and then I can post that up. And the final one is, so that's like a heavy weapon. I don't know what they're called. And this is something called a Hearth Guard, who looks completely ridiculous to me. He's got some kind of ribbed condom on his head. And 2, I don't know what the bloody hell those guns are. Look like rockets or something. I don't know. I've left the supports on again here. And they're a bit bizarre, aren't they? Well, I thought I'd share them with you because I've printed them. But squats are not something for me. They've got bloody land trains and all kinds of shenaniganry. Space dwarfs. I don't really like space elves, so I don't really want to get into space dwarfs either. So anyway, they're on Thingiverse if you're interested. They're free. Doesn't get much cheaper than that. So I'll see you next time.